Yeet it because I don't need it. Wait, let me say that again. I'm just gonna yeet it because I don't need it. What's going on, guys? Today's a new day and welcome back to the channel. We are here in the garage once again. This is part 2 of cleaning up / detailing the engine bay. I hope you guys got a chance to watch the last video where I was starting to tear down the engine and I kind of talked through what I'm doing with the supercharger kit as far as cooling goes and the radiator. But today I have some more plans. I'm waiting for parts to come in. I just placed orders a few days ago on a new radiator, radiator hoses, and some miscellaneous pieces. It's actually been a week now, and I was able to pick up some black interior. Stay tuned because I will be posting a video of my very first trip to a junkyard. So, before I even get into anything, I want to show you guys what I've done. Spent probably about 2 days working on the car a little bit. I want to put a disclaimer out there that I'm doing this because I'm not worried about how it's going to turn out, because at some point I will be swapping the engine. So with that being said, this is what's going on right now. I have taped down the engine bay and I have put my first coat of primer for the transmission / parts of the engine block. Now a lot of you will probably be like, that is the laziest way to do it. You are lazy, that's ghetto, and I am 100% agreeing with you on that. But you know what? Pulling an engine's a lot of work, and there is no need to pull this engine right now because it's good. The space that I have in my garage is a little limited, especially the ceiling height, so I don't want to have to worry about all that kind of stuff right now. I just want to get this engine bay kind of clean. Alright, so I'm going to be bouncing back and forth, just like the last video. Doing work, talking to you guys. If you guys are wondering what I'm using, I am using VHT engine enamel primer. I know that this is only temporary because when I do swap the engine, I will be painting it properly. Either you guys are gonna really like this or I'm gonna get a lot of hate for it. So I just finished spraying my last coat of aluminum, I think. What's the color here? Doesn't say. I just finished spraying the last coat. It looks really good. But I noticed that the smell started to build up a little too much, so I had to crack the garage open and put a fan out there because I don't want the whole house smelling like paint. My daughter, I don't want her inhaling those fumes, nor do I want my wife inhaling those fumes either, so gotta let it vent out. I have the alternator on here and I'm debating on how I want to attack this. Probably take this plastic piece off and then split the halves. I think you got a couple bolts here, 4 I believe, and then this casing should come right off. I will be doing the same with the throttle body, painting it. Not entirely sure what color yet. And I gotta clean this filter. Look how dirty this thing is. Yuck. So I'm gonna let this dry, and then I'll give it 10 minutes, and then after that I will start peeling off the tape and the paper, and we will get to see the final result. I'm just gonna try and put all these clips together of me doing things. Bear with me, guys. This is my first, I guess technically a series or of episodes that I'm doing. Anyways, okay, so that's what the plan is, and let's wait a little bit. We'll peel this off. All right. so I think I got everything unwrapped. Let's check it out. Doesn't that look a lot better than what, well actually, I don't think I've ever posted what the car actually looked like before, but if you go to my Instagram, you might be able to see bits and pieces of the engine bay of what it looked like before. Again, this is just temporary, but for temporary, this looks really good. I think I'm gonna paint this bracket for the front engine mount. I'm gonna have to support the engine so I can bolt that off. But either I might paint it the same color or maybe paint it black or burnt copper. I don't know. In the comments, you know, put down what you think I should paint certain things. I kind of have like a theme that I'm going for and what I want to paint certain colors. Like the intake manifold is definitely going to be a color that my choice, and I will show you guys that when the time comes. But anything else, yeah, leave it in the comments or put it down in the comments what you think I should paint and what color I should paint it. I think it looks really good, right? I mean, granted, the runners aren't painted, right? The intake runners, and some of the stuff back here's only hit slightly. I think it is a pretty good job. This is a little hack for you guys. For those of you who don't want to take your engine out, you don't have to. And you don't have to use a paintbrush. Just tape as well as you can, or as good as you can, whichever. I always get mixed up with whichever one's grammatically correct. But just tape to the best that you can do, best of your ability, because in painting, I'm not a professional, but I have done a decent amount of painting. In painting, it's all about prep work, guys. It's all about how you prepare the part that's being painted, how you mask things off. Got to make sure those lines are crisp. I know one of the biggest things of this engine bay was I didn't want to take the valve cover off, so I decided that, you know, the lines right here, critical, very, very critical. See that? And you can see it close that I did a pretty good job masking it off. So it's you probably can't even tell, you know. So again, I think this came out really good. I'm not gonna paint the tensioner. You're not gonna be able to see it because the alternator is gonna be right here, and like I said, the power steering pump goes right here, and I think it's gonna be hidden by the intake manifold for the most part. So I'm not too worried about that either. The next step is gonna be painting the other pieces of the engine, like the alternator, the throttle body, and then while I'm doing that, simultaneously I will be rewrapping and touching up the wiring harnesses. If I can arrange the wires in a better way, I will. I'm not gonna wire tuck because that's a lot of work too. Again, I'm not gonna do that until I end up having to pull the engine. But I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today, and I'm gonna do a little bit of work on this tomorrow. Of course, I will bring you guys with me. I'll be back. This video is not over yet. Don't turn it off. All right, guys, so it's a new day, and I'm ready to do some work on the car again. So what we're doing today, the game plan is to start plugging things back in as far as the sensors and electronics for the transmission. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to rewrap some of the harnesses. Rewrap some of the harnesses. I'm not going to do all of them. The ones that are going to get rewrapped, I bought some Tessa tape. Let me take this out. I bought some Tessa tape. I think that pronounced, or yeah, Tessa tape. I did hear good things about this. I believe a lot of car manufacturers use this to wrap their harnesses. So we're gonna try this out. Hopefully it's good. For the intake pipe of the blower, I got some heat reflective tape. I know I'm not really like pushing this car to its limits, but anything's gonna help at this point. I gain 1 or 2% efficiency. That's still more efficient than what it was. So it's good in my book, maybe not so much in your books. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, plug some things back in. I do know that I have to still take this alternator apart. I haven't got to it yet. And then prep the, it turned out pretty good. Prep the throttle body for painting as well too. I'm gonna use my Dremel with the, well, it used to be a brush. Used to be bristles, but I bought a 60 pack and I'm cleaning all this off. This turned out pretty good though. The power steering pulley, I just blacked it out. I'm happy with it. Alright guys, so shifter cables are back in, the brackets back in. I just got that in right there. I know, I don't know how I feel about it that it's unpainted, but I think once everything's put back together, you're not gonna be able to see it. So I'm gonna leave it how it is. I am gonna be changing those bushings to hybrid racing shifter cable bushing. I forgot the brand, but they're basically the upgrade to this bushing, so I get a more solid feel as I'm shifting through gears. So now I need to just replug the wires. Yeah, this will be fun. I hate doing electrical stuff. I hate it, but I have to embrace it because it's part of the car. You know, I'm biased to mechanical because of what I do for a living. All right, so see you in a little bit. Alright guys, so I am taking the harnesses apart to show you guys what's going on. So you can see I kind of stripped the old tape that's kind of hardened out. I took it off. I'm just going to leave the existing electric tape that's holding these together. That's okay. But the ones that are, the tape that was holding the wire looms together, I took off, I split. And then this is for the EGR valve, and I don't have the EGR valve because I did an EGR delete, so this is taped back. I haven't decided if I want to cut it off, but I don't want to do that, although I should, because at this point I'm so far into this build that I don't think that I'm going to be using the EGR valve ever again. But I will decide to do that later on. Like I said, I'm going to be swapping the engine at some point, so maybe when that time comes, I will cut that connector off because I'm just going to yeet it and say, I don't need it. So I'm going to tape this up using the new Tessa tape that I got. By the way, if any of you guys have ever wire tucked your engines, kudos to you guys, because this is tedious work. Like, this is annoying to have to do all this. And like, if I were to ever wire tuck an engine bay, like, it's going to take me days to do it. But what I do know, wait a second, what is this? Yo guys, check this out, man. So my wife and my baby came down here and they were watching me work for a little bit while you guys were watching me put the wiring, or cut some of the wiring together and plug things back in. So they were sitting in the stairs right here. This is my solitude, my lonely place, the place where I get to spend time with myself, do me, relieve my stress. This is my area that you see here, ladies and gentlemen, and I just got disrespected with a candy wrapper. SMH. Woosah. It's not that big of a deal. It ain't that big of a deal. All right, back to business. Like I was saying, I'm trying to figure out how I want to hang this wire here, because I want to hide it so much a little bit. Maybe tuck it underneath the where the EGR valve used to be. I obviously don't want to strap it or get it too close to the engine, because the engine does get hot and I'm gonna burn wires. I don't want to do that. But at the same time, I want to make sure I clear the radiator hoses, right? So it's gonna kind of have an S shape here. I don't know if you guys can see it, if it's hidden underneath there, right here, right? Tucked underneath, and then above the radiator hoses. I'm gonna keep trying this, and hopefully you guys are still watching. If you are, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and as the other YouTube guys say, smash that notification button so you guys know when I post new videos, and you can stay up to date with the build, what I'm doing with the build, and maybe you guys can